Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? Of course, my name is Blitzwinger, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to, of course, another LEGO Jurassic World news update. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day and, of course, a fantastic weekend, because over this past weekend, we found out quite a lot of really cool information about LEGO Jurassic World. Of course, we're very close to the release of the game at this point. I mean, we are less than a month away, which is absolutely incredible. But the other part, of course, that is absolutely cool about that is the fact that we are now finding out a lot more intricate and a lot more detailed information about the game. So with that in mind, I have lots and lots to discuss with you guys. Of course, if you enjoyed the news update, please don't forget to smack that like button. And without further ado, let's dive on into the news that we found out. So, you guys are probably seeing this on Sunday morning-ish, kind of, because I'm recording this really late on Saturday. Just wanted to get all the information lined up, get pretty good high-resolution screenshots for you guys as well. Some of them are not gonna be, unfortunately, because I did not manage to get really high-resolution pics of some things, which is a bit unfortunate, but I tried to do my best for you guys. So, with that in mind, guys, let's kick things off with the first of the pictures, one that isn't particularly high resolution actually, and that is the confirmation that Mr. DNA is going to actually be a playable character in the game. Now, of course, we knew he was going to be a character in the game, and if you don't know what Mr. DNA is, it's the actual like little presentation kind of thing that they use to explain how they extracted the DNA from the dinosaurs and so on and so forth from the mosquito bites, if you remember. So he's actually going to be a playable character. He looks really unique. One of the most unique looking LEGO characters we've ever gotten, because he's literally basically kind of like little strands of DNA, obviously kind of like little balls of DNA put together with some LEGO arms and a translucent face. He looks absolutely awesome. I'm looking forward to play as this character. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Are you pumped or are you not? And whether or not you think Mr. DNA is a great addition to the team, so to speak. Now, additionally to that, they did confirm that there are indeed going to be more than 100 playable characters. Now, I am a little bit unclear about the numerical characters there, because from what I understand, from what I've gathered, the information that I've been researching over the last little while, that means 100 characters. It does not include the dinosaurs, because I know some people have been reporting that that includes the dinosaurs. I believe that's wrong. I believe that there are going to be 100 characters and then 20 additional actual playable dinosaurs on top of that. So you're going to get 100 characters like minifigures, Mr. DNA, so on and so forth. And then on top of that, you will receive 20 playable dinosaurs. And on top of that, you're also going to be able to unlock special dinosaur skeletons, which I assume are the ones that by collecting those skeletons, you're going to be able to create some of those custom dinosaurs that they talked about previously in the games, which is really cool, because they did of course confirm that the dinosaurs are going to be customizable. So you'll be able to like take, I think they brought up specifically like Triceratosaurus Rex, which is going to be like a Triceratops and obviously T-Rex combined, so then you get a Triceratosaurus goodness Rex, which sounds awesome, because if it's a dinosaur like a T-Rex with Triceratops spears in its head, that's gonna look insane. The same way if we bring it back down to the Triceratops body and give it the mouth of a T-Rex, that's gonna look insane. So I'm looking forward to see how this rendition is gonna be coming to life. I'm looking forward to mess around with these and coming up with some crazy combinations. My one hope is that we get lots of color combinations, because I'd love to be able to just like make a whole bunch of different variants of the actual T-Rexes and the dinosaurs that I come up with. I think that would be absolutely amazing. Let me know if you guys agree about that. Let me know if you guys would love to see that as well in the comment section below. And that being said, so then let's move on to the next, of course, reveal that happened, was the fact that we got confirmation of a whole bunch of different racing types for the game. So basically in the game, not only are you going to be able to race your dinosaurs, which is something that we kind of expected was going to happen, but the specific 4 different mentions for dinosaurs was absolutely awesome. So first of all, you'll be able to drive vehicles, which is okay. I mean, that of course will include both land and flying vehicles, so that's pretty cool. But then we found out that you're going to actually have 3 different types of specifically dino races, which is awesome. So you're going to be able to have land dinos, so you'll be able to actually run on land. You'll be able to have flying dinos, which is awesome. And then additionally to that, which was the biggest surprise to me personally, and that is swimming dinos. So of course, those brand new dinosaurs that we saw in the new Jurassic World trailer, the underwater ones, now we're going to be able to actually use those guys in underwater races, which sounds really, really cool and exciting. So I'm looking forward to see how that's implemented. I think that it's really, really neat to see that this game is going to have such depth on the dinosaur side of things as much as on the minifigure side of things. So it's really cool that almost like 2 different character classes are going to get just as much gameplay to do for both of them, which is really, really neat. And again, reinforces a lot of the value that we typically expect from these games, which is awesome sauce. So then let's move on to the next subject matter, which was of course the actual hub worlds. So they did confirm that you are indeed going to be able to explore 2 large hub worlds. So for those of you that maybe didn't like the implementation of Lego Batman 3 and you prefer to go back to something like Lego Batman 2 or before, where the hub worlds maybe were a lot bigger, less hub worlds but bigger hub worlds. So if you enjoyed that, you're obviously going to enjoy this, because this is that implementation. You're going to get Isla Nublar, or Nublar? I forgot how to pronounce it. I'm pretty sure that it was Nublar? Yeah, it was Nublar, wasn't it? And then you're going to get Isla Sorna. So you're going to get both islands that are that of course, that's where the Jurassic World is set in. Well, Jurassic World and Jurassic Park, I believe, is set in Isla Nublar. I'm pretty sure they confirmed that at this point. And then Isla Sorna is going to be, of course, the Lost World and the Jurassic Park 3. So the cool element is there. You're going to be able to check out both of them, and on top of that, they're going to be highly detailed. They're going to be massive, and massive, when they say massive in a Lego game, I'm expecting massive. So it's going to be absolutely awesome. I mean, if these are going to be like basically like, let's say 2 Gotham cities, or like maybe half the size of like what we saw in Lego Batman 2, but 2 hub worlds, that's going to be awesome. So that'll be really, really fun to explore. And they're going to be completely freely roamable, which is also really, 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 really cool to see. Now, on top of that, they confirmed just some other minute details that I gathered from some of the tweets and such, and from the coverage, and that is that apparently the most handy of dinosaurs to actually own or have on your team, I guess, are going to be the raptors, because they can actually interact even with Lego bricks, which is really cool. So I guess because of their small size, they were able to even animate them assembling things, which should be looking pretty cool. Like, imagine with their little raptor arms, like assembling little builds. It's going to be really, really cool to see, and obviously going to continue that kind of Lego humor. And so that's basically kind of what we saw from the actual reveals at the London Comic-Con, which I think it was called actually MCM, I'm pretty sure at least. I'm wondering actually why it's called MCM when it's London Comic-Con. I'm kind of confused about that. But nonetheless, of course, that was kind of the presentation that we saw there. We got a lot of really cool stuff confirmed through that, so that was absolutely cool and awesome. But on top of that, of course, once again, they did confirm June 12th is indeed the release date, because there were some people that were like questioning it, because there were people saying, hey, wait a minute, is it June 12th or is it getting pushed to June 14th? I don't know why people assumed that. I always knew, or at least that's from what I understood, June 12th was the release date. It comes out day and day with the film. So that's what I knew, and I'm sticking to it because they've already confirmed it now. But the other thing that has been surfacing over the last little few days here is the brand new DLC that has been revealed for, of course, Lego Jurassic World. Now, the unfortunate thing about this DLC, again, for me at least, because I'm in North America, is that apparently this DLC is exclusive to Europe, which is kind of strange to me, because we used to get this DLC, so I'm not really sure why it is that all of a sudden we're kind of like locked away from this DLC until sometime down the line. Like, for example, I think it was Batman of the Future, I think, DLC, right? I'm pretty sure it was for Lego Batman 3 that Europe also received this DLC, pre-order DLC, and we didn't get that for some reason. We got that DLC later down the line. Yes, of course, that was great, but for some reason we didn't get it as pre-order DLC. So it was just kind of weird to me that, like, why is it that a certain part of the world gets it earlier when we don't? But I think that that's also fair, because oftentimes North America gets stuff earlier and Europe has to wait. And same thing goes with many other parts of the world. So I think it's fair. It's just a little bit unfortunate because I would love to be able to play as some of these characters. But the cool thing is that this character pack and vehicle pack, I should say, is actually going to feature 2 vehicles. And I believe what I remember to be 7 or 8? 7 characters. I think it's 7. Wait, let me count them in my head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 characters and 2 vehicles. That's what it was. So this is the Jurassic World DLC pack. We have Scott and Karen Mitchell. We're going to have Tourist Sam and Tourist Emma. So those are going to be kind of more generic type characters, of course. We're going to get a hot dog vendor, which, speaking of generic, but that's going to be awesome because imagine if he's got hot dogs for weapons. Like if he can throw hot dogs at his enemies, that's going to be hilarious. So that'll be awesome sauce. And then, of course, we also get Owen Grady, who's awesome. So that's pretty cool looking for sure. And then additionally to that, if all the characters weren't enough, you're actually going to receive 2 vehicles as well. You're going to get the Jurassic World Shuttle, which does look pretty cool. And in the image that we saw, it looks massive. This vehicle looks absolutely huge. So that looks pretty cool indeed. We don't see much details of it. It kind of gets cut off, unfortunately, by the image. But I think it looks cool because it's just such a massive vehicle. And then on top of that, you're also going to get the Jurassic Response Unit. I don't know why I said Jurassic so weird. I said Jurassic instead of Jurassic. But the Jurassic Response Unit, which is actually a real-life set, Jeep kind of thing. We've gotten that in real life, like the actual set, so that's pretty cool too, that we have a real-life rendition of it. It looks like it's got a little bit of a hook on the front of it, so that's going to be, I'm wondering if that's going to be like actually workable, like will you be able to throw out this hook at your foes and such. It'll be neat to see if that's implemented, but again, very cool looking vehicle, really neat to see this because again, I think it presents great value for, of course, the European members of the LEGO community or the LEGO game community, which is cool. So if you're in Europe and you're intending to pre-order, certainly do because you get this really cool DLC. So that should be a ton of fun. I hope we get this DLC pretty quickly too because, of course, we have Owen Grady in here, who is clearly a pretty important character to get. So I'm wondering as to why we don't necessarily get him as a part of the actual game. I mean, you're going to get him as a part of the game, of course. He's the main hero, of course, but it's just interesting to see that this other costume, this other design of him didn't make it in the game. I guess it's just pre-order exclusive, but I'm certainly going to be getting it as DLC no matter what, so in due time I'll have access to it as well. So nonetheless, of course, there you guys have it. As you can see, lots and I mean lots of news for LEGO Jurassic World. We are getting ever closer, as I said before in the very early introduction. And as we get closer, of course, we're getting more and more news about the game. So that being said, of course, thank you guys so very much for watching the update. If you guys enjoyed it, please don't forget to hit that like button, share the video with your family and your friends. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, I do indeed hope to see all you lovely folks here next time. And once again, I do want to address the fact that I probably sounded nasally, I probably sounded a little weird, and I'm talking weird because allergies, I can't stand allergies, and I can't recommend it even to my worst enemy because they are a nightmare to deal with, especially when you're trying to talk. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I apologize about my voice, and as always, have a fantastic day. I'll catch you lovely folks next time. Peace out, see you laters, alligators. Bye-bye, everyone.